Good afternoon, everyone. This is Betty Campbell of Quincy Access Television, and welcome to the 50th Anniversary Christmas Festival Parade. I am joined today with David Murphy of the Parks Department and the Christmas Festival Committee. Welcome, David.
Thank you,
Our good
Betty.
friend Frank McCauley, who will be marching in the parade with the mayors with lots of special treats.
Yeah, this should be probably the best parade in the 50-year history. Certainly have a lot of surprises coming up. I don't want to spoil it too soon, but
Right.
it
Many
is definitely
surprises.
many
yes.
surprises.
Yes.
Sure.
Been working on it for a long time. I think it's just about coming down Hancock Street now. Looking for the Quincy Motorcycle Division coming first, and I think we can see that in camera shot now.
The Quincy Police has been great to all the, not just the parades, but all the events we have here in Quincy. I know with the Special Operations Unit, they have along with the motorcycles, they also have the bicycles still to do the patrols. You'll see them throughout the business districts. And along with putting on a good show and let the crowd knowing the parade's beginning, they also help out with crowd control, letting them know what the parameters of, just how close into the street, because it seems like every year the crowd wants to get closer and closer to the action.
Right. And I imagine, despite the fact it's a little brisk out here, that there'll be quite a crowd today with this being the 50th annual Christmas Festival Parade.
I was amazed, Betty. I was going up and down the parade route while the parade was forming up the front of the parade, and there were people out here at 11 o'clock this morning scoping out the best seats that they can find, putting their chairs out, putting their blankets out, and some were even in place by 11 o'clock this morning. So.
Goodness. Quincy Police Department has traditionally opened the parade.
Looks like Quincy's joined this year by their friends from Weymouth.
Yeah.
The Weymouth Motorcycle Unit is with them today.
Right.
Chief Falco and certainly Chief Rumble over in Weymouth will be proud of the men and women of their department over here. Fine representation.
We're also joined today, David, by two of our intrepid people in the street, Jackie and Raymer and Josephine Shea, who will be interviewing folks as the spirit moves. I think I can see Jackie and Josephine now. Oops, Jackie's running down the street to say hello to someone. This is live, folks, from Quincy Square. It's a beautiful day in downtown Quincy. You're laughing, David? It's gorgeous. The sun is shining. It's a perfect day for a winter parade.
Every day in Quincy is a beautiful day.
There you go. There you go. I see Josephine has, it looks like our Chief Falco.
I have here with me Chief Falco. Congratulations, Chief. I know that you've been acting chief for a while, but you were recently sworn in. Congratulations and best wishes from the city of Quincy.
Thanks very much. Pleasure to be here.
Okay. Any Christmas greetings for us this year?
Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all from the Quincy
Okay,
Police.
Chief. You'll do a great job.
Thanks
Great to
very
see
much.
you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Enjoy the parade. Thank you, Dave and Betty, as our new police chief.
Thank you, Josephine. Now he'll have to run to catch up with his unit.
That's right. He's in pretty good shape. He'll
Yeah,
have no
he
problem.
looks like he's in great shape.
Those dress uniforms of the Quincy Police are very sharp, too. You see
Yeah.
Chief Falco and some of the other, the color guard and the honor guard wearing those. So they're really nice. You don't see those on a daily basis, but they're very sharp outfits.
I see Minnie Mouse, I believe.
Minnie Mouse would much rather be in Disneyland at Disney World on a day like today, I would assume. I don't know how a mouse dresses warm, but a day like today, I hope she's got her long johns on.
The first of our antique cars is coming in. I'm going to leave this one to you, Dave. Oh, there's Mickey.
He's got his Christmas hat on. He's ready to go.
Sure.
What you see there, Betty, is one of the signs that are in front of the past Celebrity Grand Marshals. We're lucky this year to be joined by Joe Morgan. Many of you remember Joe Morgan as the former manager of the Boston Red Sox through the 80s, and certainly the Morgan Magic was going through Fenway. It seemed like every night in July and August. I think it was 86 was the great run they had. And we also have Ken Coleman, the voice of the Red Sox, who's a television commentator for many years, and also Louis Tiant.
And it looks like Jackie has a quick little interview here with our past Grand Marshals. Oh.
And welcome everybody here today with our special Grand Marshals. We have Ken Coleman, a Quincy native, Ken, and Joe Morgan, I know down the street in Walpole, and an old familiar face, Louis Tiant. Gentlemen, real quick, I'll give you the mic. Wish the citizens of Quincy a very, very happy holiday. Ken?
Great to be home, and I hope everybody does have wonderful holidays. It's just great. And you got two other gentlemen here that it's great to be with for me.
Sure. Joe Morgan, Walpole, Mass. Joe, right?
Good luck to everybody in Quincy and everywhere else. Happy holidays.
Mr. Tiant, welcome back to the city of Quincy.
Thank you. My pleasure to be here, and happy holiday to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. One of the guys in the booth asked 6-2-0. What does that mean, Joe? 6-2-0 means something. That's thank you, gentlemen. Sorry, Dave, I couldn't do it.
Thank you, Jackie. Gentlemen. Something you want to say about that, David?
Well, we almost had him. We almost had the answer. 6-2 and even was a famous line Joe used to use when he was a manager. No one quite knew what it was, and we had our chance to figure it out, and Jack said 6-2-0.
Coming into view now are the past Grand Marshals. Gentlemen we all know. I see Jake Comer. I see Peter Chisholm, Lloyd Hill, Eugene Creedon, all past Marshals. Welcome, gentlemen.
It was one of the decisions that the committee made, in keeping with the honoring the 50 years of this parade, is recognize those people that, were part of it for the last 50 years. And a lot of it was inviting back a lot of the past Grand Marshals, and clearly we had Tiant and Joe Morgan and Coleman, but also the local people that the committee has honored.
Participated for years, yeah. One of our many color guards coming into view.
I believe that's the Mass State Commander with his color guard. He's leading in the Waltham American Legion Post Band. One of your favorites, Betty, right?
Yes, absolutely. Waltham American Legion Post Band has participated for many years. Internationally, the band has been in Dublin, Russia, England, many places. Placed second in the National American Legion Convention Band Competition last year.
Been coming here to the Quincy Christmas Parade for more than 15 years now. It's almost 20 years they've been participating and playing in the Quincy Christmas Parade. It's another unique component of the parade this year, Betty, is the committee is invited, along with Mayor William Phelan, to march. They've invited all the past mayors that are still with us, and it's quite a lineup.
Yes, it is. I think we're going to have a few moments with our Mayor Phelan. I see Mayor Tobin.
We're here with Mayor Phelan. Mayor, a beautiful day, a little chilly, but greetings, holiday greetings to the citizens of Quincy.
Yep. Happy holidays, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Come on out and join us if you haven't come out yet.
Man, great. Who you got with you up
This
here?
is William Arthur.
Okay, William, have a good day. He's not impressed.
Hey,
with
say
that.
happy Merry Christmas.
Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There you go. Have a great day, man. Good. Back to you, Dave and Betty.
Thank you. We have sign holders going by. Hi, Guy. Coming into view now are the another component of the parade, are the poster contest winners. Mark Carey is carrying the elementary school poster contest winners. They are, now I'm not going to get this correct. Third prize with Jake Daly from Wollaston. Second prize Galen Kurtzman from Marymount. And first prize went to Julianne Carey of Squantum.
Yep, Julianne is Mark's daughter. No one told Mark that if his daughter would win, he'd get stuck carrying the sign.
Well, that's just part of it all.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I'm sure he's happy to do it.
And grades 4 and 5. Third place went to Celeste Chen. Second place Janet Che from the Parker School. And first place Mabel Setow of Montclair School. And congratulations to these children. They worked hard. And you can see their posters at the Quincy Sun.
Yeah, I had a chance, Bob and Gloria Noble, who kind of organized the poster contest aspect. I had a chance to see a lot of the entries, and it's amazing. It's humbling, in fact, for someone with limited artistic ability as myself, to see what these kids in first, second, third, fourth, and fifth grade are capable of doing. And they've got some great idea, great originality.
Yep.
A lot of talent.
We have coming into camera view the municipal officials. I see Mr. McFarland, Mr. Keating.
It's almost like Romper Room. We'll go through the different list. And
Right.
when we see Senator Morrissey. And
Yeah. Mr. Finn. And there's a puppy in there too. I don't know how that ended up, but. And this is Christine Cedrone. Oh, there's Mr. Cahill.
Hi, Betty and Dave, we have here with me Councilor Tim Cahill, no stranger to the city of Quincy, but a very special time for the Cahill family. State Treasurer-elect Tim Cahill. How's it feel, Tim?
It feels great. Feels great. Feels cold, but it feels great. Yeah.
Congratulations from everyone in the city. You're going to represent us and make us all very proud. Christmas wishes for the city of Quincy from the Cahill family.
Yes, Quincy was great to me. I'll forever be indebted to what Quincy did for me, and this is a fun way to finish off the year.
Well, you're going to be missed, but I know you're not going to be a stranger to the city, so please always keep us in your heart.
I will. I will. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, Tim. Okay. State Treasurer-elect Tim Cahill. Back to you, David and Betty.
Thank you, Josephine.
many might recognize this tune. Very fortunate this year to have the Boston College Screaming Eagles, I'm told they're called.
Yeah.
Screaming Eagles Band.
Over 150 members.
And for Boston, the fight zone. We're very lucky this year. The football team happened to have a home game over this weekend, which is it doesn't always happen. So the band, usually disperses for Thanksgiving weekend. But this year they had a football game on the schedule, so they agreed to do the Christmas parade as well.
Morissette Legion Post Color Guard.
Yeah, Morissette's back in action. They got their post, they've rebuilt their post, and they're down on Liberty Street. And I can tell you by the, I go by there almost on a daily basis, and there's certainly, the membership is back. There are cars out there every night.
We have an interview now, Jack and the chairman.
Well, we're here with the kind of the patriarch of the parade, George White. George, 50 years. I know you were here 50 years ago. I wasn't quite there yet, but I remember Father Tierney and You know, for 50 years, it must just be a great day for you and the whole committee.
Oh, I think it's a super day, and the idea of today's parade is to honor the participants, and you'll see that through the signage along the parade route. But, you know, I've hit 35 of those 50, and it just goes by.
Well, as always, the committee and yourself especially, you've done a terrific job. The city is proud of you. I know it's a lot of work. It's not just something that happens in a couple of weeks, I'm sure of that.
But you see all these families and all these children, whatever frustration you have, this goes right down the drain. It's a super day for everybody.
Happy holidays.
Same deal, Minneapolis.
Okay. Back to Dave and Betty.
Thank you, Jackie and George. Coming into view now, for many years, participants over 25 years, the Hallamore Clydesdales. What an impressive group they are.
No, they look like they're descendants from maybe a medieval Flemish mount, known for their size, strength, and beauty.
And docile dispositions.
Is that what it is?
Yes, that is.
Well, I'm glad they're docile. We don't need any crazy horses running around the parade route. And the unsung heroes of the parade, the rear guard.
The rear guard.
Those horses are certainly a crowd pleaser. I know
Right.
they come down every year. Would you say more than 25 years have been part of this parade?
25 years, yes. The beautiful wagon was built in 1899 by the Studebaker Company. Didn't know that, David.
I did not know that either.
This appears to be the Plymouth Legion Post Color Guard. Seem to have quite a few color guards this year. It's an amazing feat keeping this parade in order coming down the street. A lot of people need to be thanked.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, Jack Nigro and the job that he does. I mean, there are many people involved, and Jack's got a team of about 4 or 5. But Jack's really the guy up the front of the parade. You know, Paul Kennedy does on the float side, and Don McCarthy and Joe Pearson Jr. on the band side, and Bryant and those guys. But Jack really makes sure that that the roster they put out is the roster that goes down the street.
Right.
And the amount of units in this parade really is impressive. You know how close they get it to the actual roster.
Another American Legion post.
Yeah, Amelia Post out of Cambridge. I'm all the way down from Cambridge just for the Christmas parade. And it's not easy to walk. The parade route is more than 3 miles long, and a day like today with the wind whipping down Hancock Street, you know, you give not just the spectators credit, but the participants that come here. And you know, a lot of these color guards are here on their own. They're invited to participate, but you know, they volunteer to participate in this parade, and they represent, whether it's a Legion post or a police department or things like that. You know, they come down and they do the 3 miles and tolerate the weather. Feel
Yes.
better than I'm doing.
Well, I imagine, like us, they're well prepared.
I hope so.
This, I gather, is the Plymouth Legion Post Color Guard that's coming into view now.
Very impressive. It's the IBEW pipe band. Those guys have done a great job. I think they've been around about 6 or 7 years, and they came together within 1 or 2 years, and they could compete with some of the other bands that have been established for 20 plus years, and really done a great job representing IBEW. I have
More of the costume characters coming into view now. They're probably the only warm ones going down the parade route with those costumes
the guys
on.
in the kilts.
Right.
They left that one alone. It's probably better off that way.
Yeah. Past parade theme winners. What would we be without our themes? And this year's theme, David?
The Golden Jubilee of Christmas treasures.
Ah. And these folks that you see now have all been theme winners in the past year. There's my neighbor Paul Murphy, who in 1984, Traditions of Christmas. And we enjoyed that. Coming interview is the Silver Dolphin Drill Team. It's the marching unit of the Naval Submarine School located in Groton, Connecticut. The unit is made up of full-time students, and I guess they had quite a ride up from Groton today, huh?
Yeah, they've appeared in both the Flag Day Parade and Christmas Parade for quite some time now, and every year it's impressive the precision that they drill with. The uniforms are always pretty neat too.
Yes.
I think what you can see on the screen there, Betty, is one of the signs that George Whitehead alluded to that really try to tell the story of this parade. The committee went out and ordered more than 40 signs that many of the units that have participated in for multiple years. It says right on the sign, so that the crowd spectators here, I mean, they have, the television audience has us to give them some of the background of the bands, but to really get a sense of the overall parade and how many years some of these bands have been in, the signage, there'll be more than 40 signs in this year's parade that'll tell us, the commitment of these bands to come to this parade.
That's right. And the Canton Legion post has been over 15 years. I think we're going to Josephine for an interview right now.
Dave and Betty, we have some very enthusiastic parade goers here. We're going to take a moment and let them all introduce themselves. Could you tell me your name? What is your name again? Anthony.
Catherine.
Catherine. And who's this little boy? This is Evan, and Evan wasn't here last year because he was recuperating from surgery. And he's back with us this year, and we wish you all the best, Evan. And who's with you, Evan?
Who's this? Kelsey.
We got some shy parade goers here. Kelsey. And I think this little guy's name is Joe. Is that right? Joseph. Okay, you ready? On the count of 3, I want you all to say Merry Christmas, okay? I want it nice and loud. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, okay, guys, enjoy your parade. Thank you. Back to you, Dave and Betty.
Thank you, Josephine and parade watchers.
One of our favorite floats just went by, Betty, the Quincy Public Schools float with the Gillette
robotics team.
Robotics team, yeah, they do a great
awesome
job.
Group. There's an event coming out that's December 7th at North Quincy High involving about 30 schools, I gather.
Oh, the annual competition. Yeah,
yes.
They do very well in that every year.
Yep.
One of the Model Ts.
Yes. Which one is it, David?
That looks like the 1900 something or other.
And this is the William Carter Post Color Band. Followed by the Boston City Band. Over 5 years participating.
Boston City Band's a fun group. They a group of individuals that just get together that love music, and they offer opportunities for people who play in high school bands or college bands that no longer have that outlet. So they can go and join the Boston City Band, and they do some concert shows, but they also do many parades as well.
The Eastern Bank float, we gather, is coming into view.
The Eastern Bank has been very supportive of the Christmas parade. I know that the city makes a large commitment to make this parade possible, but it certainly wouldn't be possible without the help of some corporate sponsors. And Eastern Bank has been a very good friend of the Christmas Festival parade.
They have a lot of youngsters on their float, which is great. We love to see that. That's what it's all about.
That must be fun. That's a unique opportunity to actually ride in the parade as opposed to stand on the side of the street and see it come down the float. They can tell all their friends when they go to school tomorrow that they actually were in the parade.
There they are. Oh, there's somebody we know.
Why does this guy make me hungry?
Yeah.
For a nice large fry right about now to warm me up, I think, after I see Ronald.
A whole bag of them would be nice,
That
actually.
would be nice,
Right,
yeah. He is one of the most recognizable figures in the world when you see
Yes, he
Ronald come
is.
down the street.
Hi, Ronald. Hard to believe it. Ronald's been in our parade for 12 years.
He doesn't look like he's aging a day.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, right?
You know, it's funny, many people, Betty, that will watch this rebroadcast will say, that's the coldest parade I've ever been to. But we've actually got a factual correction from. And 1978 was the coldest day in parade history when it was actually 25 degrees, and the wind chill factor was certainly a lot lower than that.
Yes.
I wish it was like 1979. It was 77 degrees in 1979.
That one I remember. I believe this is the Boston Police Gaelic column. Been at the Quincy Parade for over 5 years.
These guys are a fantastic organization. They've won awards both nationally and internationally for their play.
There's the Quincy Partnership.
They're taking a risk putting the Quincy Partnership so close to the clowns from the Shriners, because guys like Cohane and Galligan, and sometimes you can confuse the two.
There's Mr. Mullaney, chairman of my board of directors at Quincy Access Television.
Mark Bertman's infamous pants.
Yes. Oh, how wonderful. Marion Peak.
Actually, they do a great job. We like to poke fun at them, but they're really great for the city. They've done some wonderful things. I mean, we're looking at the Abigail Adams statue, the John Adams statue, and so many more.
So many things lit up all over the city. It's beautiful. Another project coming up.
Yeah, they've got finally the unveiling of the fountain should be this sometime this spring. I expect in Marymount Park.
Great.
We got the Shriners here today.
Yes. Shriner clowns. We like that. What would a parade be without clowns?
It is really neat to see them in the parade, but when you think about what their actual purpose is and the joy that they bring to some kids that are in tough straits in some of the burn hospitals of the Shriners, it really is, they tip your hat to these guys and the work that they do and some of the things that they see. It's not easy to go into those areas and try to bring some joy, and really, I really have a lot of respect for these guys.
This guy is sweeping it under the rug, I guess. They seem to have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, it does look like a lot of fun, too. It's Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing. They did a great job. They have their whole clown unit truck with them.
Yeah, a lot of the equipment is very unique, and it's not something you'd want to leave on the side of the road if it were to break down.
No.
So the truck follows them behind in case they have any kind of mechanical problems and some of that really neat miniature equipment.
This afternoon, I should say, is Mayor Phelan's administrative staff, and these are the men and women that help the mayor do a great job running the city. And I'm just going to ask each one of them to introduce themselves and tell us what their title is.
I'm Laurie Allen, Executive Secretary.
Tom Lodgy, Director of Operations in the Mayor's Office.
Kristen Priscilla, Executive Assistant.
Liz Fitzpatrick, Administrative Assistant.
Celeste McGlone, Assistant to the Mayor.
Okay, we have some family members here. We want to introduce them. Who's this little guy?
Scotty.
Scotty, can you look at the camera? Scotty McGlone.
JJ McGlone.
JJ McGlone. And who's this handsome guy here?
Tommy.
Tommy. All right, we're going to ask everyone in this group to give us a nice big Merry Christmas from all the mayor's staff. On the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Josephine. We're looking at the Tortelli music vehicle. It's been in the parade a number of years. They're from Worcester.
Very, very unique piece.
Calliope, I think they call it. Well, it's some of the crowd, David, all bundled up. It is a tad chilly here.
It is quite cool today, but I'm sure
Yes.
a lot of these parents,
And here we are looking frozen.
a lot of these parents, it's tough to tell a 5-year-old that they're not going to the parade today, so they bundle up and they
Yep.
do it.
And bring their blankets, of which we have blankets too. Okay. And into our camera view are the Marines with the Toys for Tots. And I understand Jackie has a Marine he's about to interview.
Thank you, Betty and Dave. Well, it's always great to have the Marine Corps here. And sir, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the Toys for Tots.
My name is Sergeant Major Carpenter. I'm the area coordinator for Boston Toys for Tots program. Toys for Tots program started in 1947. We've been going strong ever since. What we try to do is give a toy to every single child out there that doesn't get on Santa's Christmas list. So this parade and everything else throughout the Boston area, we go out and solicit unwrapped toys, and then we take them down to our warehouse and pass them out to everybody that needs them.
Well, for years they've been doing this, and we want to congratulate you and everybody that is involved in this. Thank you for coming to Quincy, and we wish everybody a happy holiday and Semper Fi.
All right, Semper Fi.
Very
Thank
good.
you for having us.
Bye-bye. Back to you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jackie.
It really is a wonderful program, the Toys for the Tots. It's the same thing. These guys come out and volunteer their time and make sure that the less fortunate kids make sure that they get the toys on Christmas morning just like everybody else.
Nice.
They solicit both. They do take donations along the parade route as well as toy donations as well. It is great to see the people that have actually brought toys, and they've got a truck here that's loaded with toys, and the buckets, and people being very generous as well. So.
Biker division here, David.
It's great. The kids love the motorcycles. Looks like the Marine Toy for Tots brought along some of their motorcycle friends, and as well as grabbing some toys and raising some money. They're putting a little show for the kids too.
Great. We have yet another one of those antique cars coming down the street, David. I'm going to leave this to you.
That looks like a Ford.
I think you're correct. Oh, thank you. They're throwing stuff at us, David. They must like us. David Prouty High School Band. 17-year grand champions. The band is traveling to Florida in February to perform at Disney World. And I bet they wish they were there today. But February in Disney World sounds great.
And they've been in Quincy for more than 15 years, and every year they're put on a wonderful show.
Drum master is Rob Leslie, flag captain Kelly Sunquist, and drum captain Fran Fazio.
Looks like they've been parade division winners every year, with the exception of '93 since 1990. It's quite a streak there.
I'll say. But they're an awesome band.
They do sound great.
Yes.
See the tuba player sending his holiday message too with his
Oh.
ho 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 tape on his.
Oh, there you go. They're playing a selection from Stevie Wonder. You Are the Sunshine of My Life album, I guess. Great job by the David Prouty High School Marching Band. This is the Germantown Yacht Club float. Christmas with Mother Goose. I know our folks have been down interviewing these people, these ladies of the Yacht Club, who put this float together, and it's the Father Tierney winner. Called Where the Girls Are. They were incorporated in 1969 as the first yacht club in America, founded and composed of women only.
I never knew that. That was a very interesting fact. That
Thank
turned
you.
out today.
Factoids, yes.
Oh, Yacht Club. That's pretty good.
The Yacht Club
First
has
one in the country.
participated in the Christmas Festival for many years. In 1986, they won first prize with Christmas with Mother Goose, and would like to dedicate this day in loving memory to those participants in 1986 who could not be with us today to celebrate 2002.
Did a great job with the float. They got the big shoe for the old
Yeah.
leather shoe, and
Yeah. A lot of people put a lot of effort into there. Here's another crowd pleaser, the DR vehicle with our friend Mr. McGruff.
got it all decorated.
Although it looks more like our friend Bob Hanna.
Did a great job decorating the car. You usually don't see, a windy day like today.
Mm-hmm.
Must have worked out to keep that in place. So Bob does a great job in going to the schools and
he's a great
throughout
guy.
the community. And
He had a wonderful Halloween thing with us. I don't know if you had seen the promo and keeping kids safe in the city of Quincy.
he does a great job. He's a great guy.
Immaculate Heart of Mary School Band. They come from quite a ways away. Still River, Massachusetts. 7 years with the Quincy Parade.
school float, always one of the stronger
Competitors.
float entries,
Yeah. We always sort of look forward to what they've come up with.
They've won the Father Thomas Tierney Trophy. Father Tierney clearly, obviously, was the founder of the Christmas Day Parade, and the best float is named in his honor. They've won it on 5 different occasions. It looks like they're gunning for a 6th this year.
Yes. It all started in the Misty 50s. It's the title of their.
To the float formation area, and the kids all had their dance routines down. They're out there practicing. It was quite a scene to see them prep for the parade and how serious they take it.
They work all fall on this parade.
I guess that's how you win the trophy, right?
Yep,
That's how you win the Tierney Trophy.
I guess so.
East Bridgewater High School. They've been in here more than 10 years in the Quincy Christmas Parade.
Wow.
It's really a strong area for bands. You know, down that way we've got you know, East Bridgewater, Bridgewater Raynham.
Right.
You know, even as far down as New Bedford Junior and Senior High School. It seems like that part of the state seems to do very well as far as bands and.
Very competitive. Yeah.
Yes. Four-time parade division winner too.
Wow. Okay. I think we're going to go over to Jackie Raymer now, and he has someone to talk to that we should be familiar with. He's waving at us now.
Every year, Dave and Betty, Sheriff Michael Bellotti is always with us. A little cold out there today, Sheriff, but
we keep moving.
How about some greetings to all the people of the city of Quincy?
Just want to wish everybody happy and safe holidays. This is a great day for Quincy. We've got the full contingency. Brian Buckley, my new youth and senior programs director. It's a great day for the Sheriff's Office, great day for Quincy.
Well, we want to wish you, everybody at the Sheriff's Department, and the large Bellotti family, all of them, a very happy holiday, and keep up the great work.
They're up and down the road here and there, Jack.
I'm sure they are.
I'll see them.
Have a great day. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
Back to you guys.
Whoops, I think.
Sheriff has always contributed different vehicles to the parades, whether it's Quincy.
Very generous.
Yeah. And they even let Buckley drive the car. He wasn't kidding.
Oh,
He's got him
man.
right with them. This is Brian, the former athletic director at North and the Council on Aging director and employee of the Park Department. He's now with
Now
the
he's
Sheriff's
got a
Office.
cool car.
Oh, yeah. Talked about Bob Hammer. I know another program that he was involved in at the beginning is the Citizens Police Academy, which is that unique program where citizens can sign up for a course or a class at the police department and get to see basically how the average police officer spends his day. You know, they get to ride in the car, learn about policies and procedures. It really is a great program, and you know they have an alumni academy that still gets together, so it's a pretty tight-knit group.
Right. And they help out on a lot of projects. Putting a float together. They participated about 5 years now in the parade.
Sharp-looking float. You know who doesn't get any credit in these parades, Betty? The different trailer hitches and companies and people that volunteer to haul the floats as well. some of these companies, the one in front of us, Sean McCrane, Johnny Ovesti, I mean, they give up, a day just like anybody else. They give up a vehicle, and just to help out some of these other groups that don't have the resources.
Right.
So you got kind of a great meshing of, you've got the corporate side of it, and then you got the volunteers that want to put the float together.
Mm-hmm.
And then they team up, they match up, and then, lo and behold, you have a parade that goes down the street and looks great.
And it looks great. Jackie is.
Well, Dave and Betty, I know we got a lot going on here. We got a little bit of a lull, but this is really what Christmas is all about. What you see the eyes of these guys right here. And I'm going to try to get some of these guys on. We have Tyler and Brian. You guys say Merry Christmas? Just a wave. How about you, Brian? A little bit of a wave. All right. Well, they're happy as can be. And we move over to here, guys. How about just telling us your name? What's your name?
Samantha. Hi, Nana.
Oh, there you go. And how are you guys doing? Having a good day? What's your name? Yeah? Oh, this is terrific. And look at all. And what's your name, hon?
Amanda. Taylor.
These guys here are just having a great time. So why don't on 3, we'll all say Merry Christmas. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas!
That's what it's all about. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jackie. The Bridgewater Raynham High School Band is in Hammerview now. What looked like warm coats.
Bridgewater Raynham is playing as a friendly gesture, playing on North Quincy. Also known as on Wisconsin, but when you're in Quincy, we're going to call it on North Quincy.
There you go.
The Bear Cove Fire Museum float. I actually had a chance to talk to a few of the guys that are actually riding on the float when they're in the formation area, and they tell me that the Bear Cove Fire Museum is basically a museum to firefighting throughout the town of Hingham's history, and that behind the actual float they have the first ladder and first engine in the town of Hingham's history with them, and they've restored them for parades and different events, especially for Hingham, but they do participate in parades all throughout the Eastern Mass.
They've been with us many years, and with the Flag Day parade as well. Wow.
Really handsome vehicles.
Yes,
that, must have some talented mechanics to be able to work on some of these engines and machines that, they haven't been made in 100 years. And just showed you how far the technology's come, right? So the Quincy Council on Aging vans.
Yes.
Say hello to our good friend, Mr. Thomas Clasby, who does a wonderful job as the Director of Elder Services.
Is he driving the vehicle today? I don't think so. Doesn't quite look like Tom.
Actually looks like
Santa Claus.
Yeah. No, that's not Santa. I think we're saving him for the end.
Chicopee High School participated approximately 20 years. Last year, the Chicopee High Band performed in the Sun Bowl College Championship football game in El Paso, Texas.
I think that's one of the key points about the Quincy Christmas Parade. It's not just the amount of bands that it attracts, but the quality. I mean, these are bands that play in some cases,
bowls,
right? In some cases throughout the country, it's a major event. So we're really lucky to have them. And if you're watching it, whether it's on TV or on the parade route, you may see them for a minute, minute and a half, and not really get the full spectrum of just how talented they are. But clearly, their resume states that we're very lucky to have groups like this.
Yes. And that they come back year in and year out. So something about the hospitality of the city of Quincy.
The Chicopee Pacers, they're called, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the pace of life is in Chicopee that they'd be called the Pacers.
I don't know. Although My father's family is from out that way, so it is a little slower than it is here. But it's a nice community. Citizens Bank float is coming into camera view.
Citizens is another one of the corporate friends of the Christmas Festival
Yes.
Committee. They've stepped up every year and really have been supportive of the programs. And you know, in large part, some of these organizations wouldn't be able to have at least the quality that we do. I mean, certainly.
Absolutely.
They've been very helpful. A little gingerbread house, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Douglas High School Band.
Participating for 15 years, over 15 years.
Guys look like the Douglas Tigers. Parade Division 1 is in 1989 and again in 1990. Very
that-
large band. It was quite a treat.
Well, that was certainly a treat to hear them.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
Parade stoppage up ahead, 11.
Yeah. Positively great. And a large contingent. That was the Douglas High School Band. The North Quincy High School combined ROTC and band is coming along, I gather. Yeah. I think Jackie Raymer is going to interview the king and queen of the court at Quincy High, I believe.
We're here after the big Thanksgiving Day game, guys, get out of the way. And we have the king and queen for Quincy High School, Nicole Fabrizio, Joe Scribby. Guys, everybody, happy holidays to you. Wish everybody in the city a happy holiday.
Happy holidays, Quincy.
Happy holidays, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, and they're off and running. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, king and queen.
Two great choices. good families too. The Scribbies and Fabrizios, good families, and they got to be coming off cloud nine. They got their win in the Thanksgiving Day game over North, so it's good to be the king and the queen, right? Isn't that what they say?
It is.
Is that how they do the parade order here too? Is that why we've got the Quincy cheerleaders in front of the North cheerleaders?
Well, I guess.
Does it come down to the game?
I don't get involved in those
Me neither. I shouldn't even bring it up. I'll give the kids credit too in both the North program and the Quincy program. Despite the fact that the numbers are down, they still band together. You hear so much of the rivalry between the two schools, and when it comes right down to it, these kids get together to play in both, the Flag Day Parade and the Quincy Christmas Parade. It is their hometown, and they deserve the right to walk down the street with all the other bands, and they do a great job.
I think we're going to Josephine with the King and Queen of North Quincy.
North Quincy High homecoming queen, and your name is?
Ashley Nee.
Ashley, and who's escorting you today? Your king is?
Pat O'Brien.
Pat O'Brien. Congratulations on being the homecoming queen and the king, and no stranger to North Quincy High, Dean of Students.
Dan Coughlin.
Dan Coughlin. Dan, thanks for all your work with our youth in the city of Quincy. You do a great job. Enjoy the parade. On the count of three, Merry Christmas to all. 1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas to all.
Okay, have a great parade. Okay, back to you, Betty and Frank. Thanks, Dan. See you later.
Thank you, Josephine. And thank you, North Quincy High, King and Queen. That's Dan Coughlin driving the convertible, which, again, is donated by somebody, I think, to...
Danny does look good in the convertible. He may keep that, or maybe donate it, but he may decide he wants to keep that one.
Right. Upcoming now is the Quincy College float, and I'm told Father Time is someone we should know.
Father Time is someone that I'm getting to know all too well, Betty. I don't have the correct clarity.
Well, I wasn't talking personally.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Now I feel better.
Yeah.
It's like a guy who went to college. No, that's...
That's someone that we all know. He's our college president.
Oh, okay. Didn't recognize him with the beard.
Yeah.
Actually, the outfits from this group are classic. I was in there when they were putting the float together, and they're really...
They haven't evolved.
I think the theme is Christmas over the last 50 years, and each costume represents, a period.
A different period, yes. Yeah. And they put some work into this float here, too.
I don't want to tell his friends this because this may be fodder for years to come, but that is Mike Caparelli up there in the pink coat and the red cowboy hat. So
fabulous. I'm glad you didn't tell anyone that.
I promised Mike I wouldn't use his name.
There you go. Good choice. The Crown Tara Pipe Band. There are a lot of cameras around here today, David.
Crown Tara has been in every Christmas parade since they formed in 1995. My favorite float, the Quincy Park Department float. Quincy's holiday decorating specialist. I do want to give credit to some of the guys put the floats together. They do the Christmas lighting displays. They certainly put up the
Christmas
snowman.
lights are just awesome this year.
Yeah, they did a great job. Those guys work for...
We saw the turning on of the lights the other night. The park department did an outstanding job.
Those guys spend probably 2 to 3 weeks hanging the lights. There are probably a couple of weeks that people don't even see that they actually assemble the lights, make sure they work before they even go out. It's a lot of work, but in the end, it looks great. It's great for downtown, and I think
Makes-
there are over 75,000 lights in downtown alone.
Right. Makes the city look gorgeous.
And the direction, a guy by the name of Tom Koch, I think his name is.
Yes, familiar with the gentleman. St. John the Baptist Church. This float is dedicated to Father Thomas Tierney.
Because their float is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Wow.
This is a float you could put in any of the, New Year's Day parades or
Right.
the Macy's parade, and they really stepped up, to honor Father Tierney, and was from St. John's, and really did an incredible job.
Look at this. They're messages of peace, which we all want. What a beautiful job.
They have peace in the different languages on the gifts as
Yep.
well.
Musical themes of peace emanate from the float's hidden speakers. Oh, look at the work they put into this. We hope that our float brings joy and peace to all who see it. We experience the joys of friendship as we labor together to create this contribution to the holiday season in the city of Quincy. This is the Weymouth High School Band.
Yeah, Weymouth will be joining their football team. Made the, I guess it's not the Super Bowl anymore. I guess it's called the playoffs and then the Super Bowl. I'm not sure. They'll be playing Tuesday. They won their big Thanksgiving Day game.
Nice Christmassy theme.
Great. And they've come a long way in a short time under the new mayor there. Mayor David Madden has done a
Yes.
great job over there.
This is the Cambridge, I believe, City of Cambridge Police Department color guard. And early this morning, Pittsfield High dropped off their press release to me as we were setting up. And the Pittsfield High marching band consists of 47 wind and percussion players with a flag corps of 6. And the unit has participated in music festivals in Maryland, Toronto, Quebec, Williamsburg, Virginia, and Florida. This is the 15th year. Pittsfield unit is once again pleased to represent Berkshire County in this year's 50th anniversary Christmas parade, and wishes the parade committee and organizers many years of continued success. Thank you, Pittsfield. Next in our view is the Holbrook High School Marching Band. It says they've been with us over 25 years. Wow.
Parade Division 1 and 2, 1992. Years. That's one of the longer ones for the band, hasn't it been?
Yeah.
It has been. It's pretty unique too. For the band director, they brought out one of the looks like one of the cheerleaders,
Right.
cheerleading outfit there too. The girl can do it all.
Yes.
Another one of our antique cars. We're lucky to have the antique cars at all this year, actually.
Yeah, with the weather.
The weather is one problem, and the South Shore Auto Club, who usually participates, unfortunately scheduled their Christmas party for this day. So many of the vehicles are not in the parade this year that you normally see, like the paddy wagon and such, because of the dual commitment there. But we do get some of them in the parade. And look great. Nice addition to the parade.
Right. This is Quincy Youth Hockey float. And look at this. This looks like fun.
Yes,
People skate all over Quincy. Butler's Pond. Warming shack. Cool. Great job.
It's got a great local flavor to it. All the local Quincy locations here.
New Bedford Junior High. Over 10 years participating. As you say, this part of the state has a lot of band participation.
I would be impressed if you had this many people in a senior high school marching band, but to have a feeder program like this for the high school is incredible to see kids at this age put on a show this good.
Right.
Kids too. The colder it gets, the tougher it gets to play some of those instruments.
Jack Conway float. It's a Wonderful Life in Conway Country. Received Best Commercial Float 95 and 96. Participated over 15 years in the Christmas parade.
It's a handsome float. They get the different characters from It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, the Bailey residents. Haven't seen that yet this year, but I'm sure we will. And then we have
Betty and Dave, we have a group that has weathered these cold winds and are really into this parade, and they want to say hi to everyone. They're going to introduce themselves. What's your name, honey? Sarah. What's your name?
Gregory.
Gregory. Ryan. Matthew. And where was Scotty? He was here a few minutes ago. And I think this little guy said hello to us one time before. Can you look at the camera? Are you Winnie Pooh? On the count of 3, I want everyone to say Merry Christmas. Come on, Sarah. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys. Great job.
Thank you, Josephine. David and Betty, and we're frozen. But it is gorgeous out here today, and going by us now is the New Bedford High School Whaler Senior Marching Band. And they are awesome too. What a large contingent this is, David.
Yeah, it's very impressive. They get quite a run going too. They've been the champion of the New England Scholastic Bandmasters Association 4 years in a row in the field competition. They've played all over. They've won titles in Toronto, and Washington, Williamsburg, and Philadelphia.
Great. Perfect colors for the this parade, huh?
Yeah, I think special
Uniforms,
thanks should be given to those bands that they've gone out and actually learned some of the Christmas music so they can play during the Christmas months in some of the parades. It really is nice to hear the holiday music as they go on the parade.
Losing our set here. whole lot more than
close to
that.
40, yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny Johnson and
Yeah.
the Keenans, Brands, and young Cornelius Koch, Tommy's
Oh.
son, John Keenan. North Pole Express, year 2052. They're getting 50 years ahead of us now.
Ah, great.
Santa's rocket sleigh.
So great to be with you again today. 50th anniversary of the parade. The sun's out somewhere, but it's awful cold right here.
It's pretty cold, it's pretty windy, and I understand that our tall man couldn't be in the parade today because it was so windy. It was too dangerous for him, but in spite of him not being here, and I know he's a regular, it's just been a great day, and everyone seems to be weathering the storm. There's our good friends.
Well, they're all the friends from the committee and everybody else, but look, I want a little break here. Wish everybody a happy holiday. Josephine, it's great to be here with you. So 1, 2, 3 together. Happy holidays,
Happy
everybody.
holidays. It's great to
Back
be
to
with
Dave
you,
and Betty.
Jack.
All right.
Hi. Thanks, Jackie and Josephine. Here comes a Christmas festival committee float, and it's the Grand Marshals, and it's all the committee members who put this together.
If I can, Betty, let me just run through and recognize some of the committee
Okay.
members. Of course, we have Georgie. Betty, you're on the
George,
committee as well.
yes,
We've
yeah.
got George White. We've got Jack and Peg Nigro, Paul Kennedy, Fran Flynn, Bob and Gloria Noble, Rita Kelleher, Brian Carter helps out a lot, Andrea White, John Noonan, Joe Pearson Jr., Jim Bodie, Teddy DeCristofaro, Don McCarthy, Sean Keneally. Who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting anybody?
Did you say Michael McFarland?
Michael McFarland, there's another one.
Oh, okay.
And there are a lot of people, like I mentioned, to help out at the front to make it all possible. So another great job, especially this year with the 50th, putting everything together.
Right. Concerts in the park.
You know, we had a little fella earlier, Betty, say hello to his grandmother, so if he can do it, I can do it. I just want to say hi to my grandmother. I know she's home watching on TV.
Okay.
My friend Gloria as well, too. I promised I'd say hello to. So, Merry Christmas to both of you.
Fallon Ambulance, folks. Ah, I see someone down the street. Gratefully, I see someone down the street who the children have all been waiting for.
Quincy Fire Department color guard.
Yeah. Who's this guy?
Sparky.
Sparky.
Sparky the fire dog.
And this is what the children have been waiting for. Coming into camera view at the moment, we have Santa.
You know, he likes to come down to Quincy once or twice a year. You know,
Yeah.
the whole
Various
naughty and nice
events,
thing, right,
yes,
to make
yes.
sure that he wants to see it in person. He gets the letters and all the kids say they're behaving, but he comes down to Quincy to make sure that you know everybody is in fact behaving. And
Yes, and they are. And
there's a couple things, Betty, before we go off behind the scenes. I mentioned the work that the park department does, but in all fairness, the DPW under Jay Fink and the old traffic and parking division, which is now under DPW, the police department,
Yeah.
and certainly all the other city departments under Mayor Phelan do a great job in helping put this together in advance and cleaning up after it's over as well.
well, that's very true. And I also want to thank my team of people, and I'm not going to name everybody because I always forget, but we have a wonderful team at Quincy Access Television, members, volunteers, staff who have put together this parade today under chilly circumstances.
To say the least.
But it has been a fabulous parade here in Quincy. It's about almost 2 o'clock, and the parade has gone by here in Hancock Street. But if you're in North Quincy, I bet you could still catch part
Run
of
up
it.
and catch it. It is the 50th. It was probably the greatest parade in parade history.
It was
so
a wonderful, wonderful parade, folks. And this is Betty Campbell, along with Dave Murphy.
I appreciate you letting me fill in for the year, Betty. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to thank everyone who has participated and made this 50th anniversary parade the best ever. Thank you, folks.